Crash Team Rumble might work better as a free-to-play game. According to an Activision Games blog, Crash Team Rumble is a 4v4 multiplayer game that sees players taking on the roles of their favorite Crash Bandicoot characters, each of whom has their own strengths and weaknesses that players must utilize to dunk as many Wumpa Fruits into their team's bank as possible. The team with the most Wumpa Fruit at the end of the match becomes the victor. Crash Team Rumble is a 4v4 online and local multiplayer brawler-type game that sees players compete for Wumpa Fruits, an in-game token that amounts to points, XP, and other juicy perks. As one of the series' familiar faces, you will learn to wage war with your opponents and compete in a wide variety of charming locales for prizes, unlockables, and above all, a place at the apex of the podium. It hasn't been referenced by Toys for Bob, per se, but there's quite clearly a loose connection between the upcoming Brawler and 2000's Crash Bash, another local multiplayer party game that rocked the market during the height of the PlayStation 1 era. Therefore, for old-school fans of the saga, it's probably safe to presume that Crash Team Rumble is, in essence, a spiritual successor to the Crash Bash remaster that we never actually received. From the horse's mouth, Crash Team Rumble is a 4v4 team-based competition where the iconic heroes and villains of the Crash universe battle to capture more Wumpa Fruit than the other to claim victory. Each hero has unique skills and abilities to strategically use to work together to battle the opposing team, defend their own Wumpa bank, and capture key points around the map to help their team. Crash Team Rumble will also bring players to various themed arenas across the Crash universe, each with its own sets of challenges and obstacles to overcome. Based on the descriptions and the colorful announcement trailer, it can be safe to assume that Crash Team Battle will be a platforming game, perhaps with some MOBA elements. One of these games was Crash Team Rumble, a 4v4, team-based multiplayer title that sees heroes and villains from the Crash Bandicoot franchise duke it out for supremacy in multiple arenas. The cross-platform game is set to release sometime next year and will adopt a pick-up-and-play style similar to many party experiences in the same vein. Crash Team Rumble shares the same art style as Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, with characters like the interdimensional version of Tana making an appearance. Unlike Crash 4, this game seems to be focused on gameplay and little else. Considering Crash Team Rumble is being marketed as a party game, it isn't overly common to have a deeply immersive story with these sorts of brawler games, especially ones that revolve around Wumpa Fruits and comprehensive stages. That said, we can't say for certain what Crash Team Rumble will entail, as anything could happen in this case. Take Kingdom Hearts, Melody of Memory, for example. That was a rhythm-based spin-off of the main series, and yet it was unexpectedly integral to the overall plotline, weirdly enough. The point is, Crash Team Rumble could very well feature an in-depth story of sorts to go alongside its textbook platform brawler blueprint. Going by the series' history, though, I wouldn't count on it being anything revolutionary. It's a run-of-the-mill heroes versus villains scenario, and it assembles all the pieces to be just that, and we're all for it.